Hi there, and thank you for joining me for today's live reading of Betrayal Apothecary, a healing journal for emotional recovery, nervous system repair, and return to self-loyalty by Dr. Lia A. Roth. This is presented by Itsy Bitsy Book Bits. Welcome to the aftermath and the after party. If you are holding this book, it means something shattered. Maybe it was trust. Maybe it was your whole damn sense of reality. Maybe it was the map you used to call your life plan. Whatever it was, it hurt. Not the kind of hurt you slap a band-aid on, but the kind that cracks your voice, your breath, your bones. And here's the part no one tells you while you're standing there blinking in the ruins. The answers you are desperate for, they are not out there, not hiding in someone else's apology, not tucked inside a better explanation, a longer therapy session, or a second chance you never should have had to beg for. Your GPS is burnt out. The path you were following, it was leading you nowhere because you outgrew it a long time ago. None of that was your fault. Or was it? Either way, what happens next? That's on you. That's where you stop waiting, stop hoping, and start making it happen. Where you get to roll up your sleeves and say, all right, fine. If no one's coming to save me, I'll save myself in a way they wouldn't even recognize. Did you get it? You are not a victim. That part is done. The waiting, the second guessing, the forgiving, the giving another chance, the watching to see what they do so you know how to play your cards, all of that, over. Because you can't build something steady on shifting ground. Now, let me tell you something personal. I didn't just decide to write this book out of theory. This one ripped its way out of me. After years writing about shame, I realized betrayal deserved its own damn spotlight. So I did the work. I unpacked my own history, every messy, sacred, brutal inch of it. And here's what I learned the hard way. Forgiveness isn't negotiating a happy ending with someone who burned you. It's reclaiming your freaking energy. It's stopping the endless leaks where your soul keeps pouring out into people and stories that don't deserve it. It's letting go, not because they deserve peace, but because you do. Forgiveness is when you start coming home to yourself. This book isn't going to hand you a step-by-step survival manual. Life isn't IKEA furniture. There's no damn blueprint. What you'll find here is freedom. Freedom to explore, to taste, to feel, to rebuild your way. Grab a notebook, grab a pen that feels good in your hand, and then get ready to get real. No polished answers, no emotional makeup, just you showing up in your raw, tender truth. 4 weeks of showing up fully in whichever shape you are at the moment. Here's your only assignment. Honesty first. This is between you and you. Nobody else gets a say. Drop the people pleasing, drop the pretty words, drop the temptation to spin the story. Write the messy stuff, the petty stuff, the broken stuff, the glorious stuff. And bring a little optimism too. Not the blind kind, but the kind that dares to believe there's more for you. More life, more taste, more light, more breath, more you. This isn't just about surviving betrayal. It's about building a life that's so damn good, betrayal can't even find the door to get back in. No fake light here. No rushing through your feelings. Just you, your senses waking up, your breath coming back, your hands creating the life that's been waiting for you to say, I'm ready. This isn't about the book. It's about you. Can you trust this book? You don't even trust yourself right now, do you? Exactly. So let's not make this about me or about the book. This is about you. Let's be real. I could sit here all day dazzling you with why this program works, talk about the vagus nerve, neuroplasticity, trauma recovery, embodiment, but you and I both know that's not really what you need right now. As I said, you probably don't even trust yourself these days. That's not a dig. It's just what betrayal does. It scrambles your GPS. It makes you second guess your own breath, your own judgment, your own ability to choose what's good for you. So let's get clear about one thing right from the start. This book isn't magic. It's not a guru. It's not here to save you. This book is just an instrument. It only works if you show up fully and believe in your mission. What does that mean, showing up? And what mission are we even talking about? The work ahead is not like surgery. You don't just bring your body and let someone else put you under while they do the work. Here, showing up asks more of you. It's not passive. It's not pretty. It demands presence, guts, and a decision to stay awake when every part of you wants to shut down. Showing up means facing reality, the whole thing, not dressing it up, not numbing it down. It means letting yourself feel where it hurt, not just naming it, but actually being with it. Pain is your body's alarm. It's not there to punish you, but to wake you up, to guide you. That's how we begin to heal, not by avoiding the hurt, but by listening to it. When you deny the pain, you lose the map. And without it, how will you know what needs to be repaired? Of course, if it gets too heavy, call your insurance company and find a good therapist that can be there with you. But pain doesn't have to drag you down. If you stop fighting it like it's the enemy, it can teach you something, not from a place of suffering, but from grit, growth, and raw possibility. And what mission? The most important one you'll ever take on: your healing. If you are here today, it's because life, heartbreak, and maybe even fate line things up just right for you to realize that healing isn't optional anymore. It's essential. Sure, you can function. You've been doing that, dragging yourself through the motions, showing up in the world, looking more or less intact. But living, really living, feeling connected, alive in your own skin again, that's probably been out of reach for a while. This book can help, but not because it's some miracle formula. It can help because it reminds you what you already know, but forgot. You are capable of waking yourself back up. It's in your design, hardwired into your bones, your blood, your breath. But let's be real. There will be days when you are tempted to give up. Days when you catch yourself thinking, this is so simple, so basic. How could I ever believe something like this could work? Or worse, days when you'll swear there hasn't been a single inch of progress, when every step forward feels invisible, pointless. That's not the truth. That's your critical superego talking, that old broken record that knows exactly how to keep you small. It will remind you how people react to you broken, how predictable it feels to stay stuck, how comfortable it is to stay uncomfortable. Because deep down, there's a part of you that's terrified of what might happen if you ever dared to feel full, whole, and alive again. That fear isn't proof you are failing. It's proof you are getting close. When it shows up, and it will, I want you to remember, you are not building a fantasy life. You are building a real one. And real life is messy, slow, awkward, and absolutely worth it. So believe in your healing mission. Don't just dip your toes in, jump in, heart, soul, body, and all. Now, you are going to need energy to do that. And I know most days lately, you feel like you're running on fumes. That's where you lean into something bigger. Call it God, call it the universe, call it a force of life that wants you to rise. I don't care what label you use, just pick something. Trust that there's energy bigger than your burnout that you can borrow from while you rebuild. And no, this isn't the kind of idealization that gets you burned again. I know, I've told you 100 times to be careful with that. Idealization works wonders, right until it cracks you open. What I'm talking about here isn't fantasy. It's about sourcing energy. It's about having something you can lean into while you put your own feet back under you. These rituals might feel easy, even playful. Don't let that fool you. Every one of them is built on serious foundations, from polyvagal theory and beyond, which I've packed into the Your Theory Essentials sections just up ahead. So show up fully. Trust what you're doing, even if it feels small. Believe in your healing mission. Borrow strength if you need to, but move. You're not piecing yourself back together for them, you're doing it for you. This is self renewal, just like the phoenix. You've got this.